Okay, good. Thank you. Keandra, you want to come up for a little bit? And we'll go ahead and let me see, have mom sit. Hafaday and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure and honor to be here this afternoon to present a very special resolution to a very young lady, a beautiful young lady at that, a Chamarita, who we'd like to do a very special resolution presentation for all that she has done for our island of Guam, as she truly exemplifies the Hafaday spirit away from our island, but more importantly, as she brings about the awareness of our beautiful tropical island paradise, not just as a Chamarita, but to all her classmates in the United States, where she's presently living at. Here joining me this afternoon is our good speaker, Speaker Wampat. Thank you very much. But also Senator Mike Nicholas, who is the Oversight Chair on Youth, and I know that Senator Mike is really happy to be here also because very close ties to Keandra and the family, and I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Keandra's great-grandmother. Am I saying that right? Great-grandmother. And as we celebrate liberation here this month of July, we have 4 generations of family here. We have Keandra's great-grandmother. We have her grandparents, Mayor Paul McDonald and Mrs. Elaine McDonald. Her parents, who are off island right now, right? But we also have Keandra, and in the audience, her aunties and her uncles that are here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really important that I read. It's a 2-page speaker. If you can just open that so the listening audience, could hear. In this short time that she has been able to be away from Guam, she has done so much for our island. And if I may, I'm going to go ahead and read the resolution and ask both Senator St. Nicholas and Speaker Wampat to say a few words afterwards, and then we'll do the official presentation. And I see a lot of more family members coming in. Hafaday, come on in. You're more than welcome to hear this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is resolution number 131-33, and it was sponsored by myself, Senator St. Nicholas, Speaker Wampat, and of course the rest of the members of the 33rd Guam legislation. And it's relative to recognizing and commending Keandra Marlaine McDonald on her vast accomplishments, her community involvement, her contributions, and for being a true ambassador of Guam at her school in Bellingham, Washington, and to further extending an Dångkolo maasi to her commitment and dedication to sharing and promoting the beauty and culture of our island of Guam, and her school, her town, and the entire county in the state of Washington. And it says that Keandra, and Kiki as she's fondly known of by her friends, Keandra Marlaine McDonald currently resides in Bellingham, Washington. She is a junior at, I'm going to say this right, Scalicum High School. Scalicum. She is a native daughter who was born on Guam and originally from Agana Heights. She spent a lot of her time away from Guam. Her father was active duty military service member of the United States Coast Guard, having previously served in the United States Navy and the United States Air Force Guard. She's the only daughter of Stacy McDonald Flores and Christopher Flores. She is the granddaughter of Mayor Paul M. McDonald and Elaine Zanoni McDonald of Agana Heights, Joseph F. Bohr and Elsie Kitchu Flores of Mangilao, and Martha and Franklin A. Santos of Pulala, Washington. Keandra attended middle school at Mauna Loa Middle School in Honolulu. She completed her middle school education at Bishop M. Gardner Memorial Catholic School in Sinahanya. Keandra and her family moved to Bellingham, Washington, where she started her freshman year of high school. At Squalicum High School, she was the only Chamorro, Guamanian Islander, where there is 78.1% of students were Caucasian, 16.4% were Hispanic, 5.5% were mixed ethnicities, ethnic backgrounds. This made her a Chamorro Guamanian of her ethnic group, comprising of less than 1% of the school's population. She exposed and promoted Guam to her school, community, town, and her entire county, where any knowledge of Guam was non-existent. During the past 3 years, she has been a true ambassador of Guam. This past February, as the president of the SQ High School United Diversity Club, Keandra founded the school's first ever Multicultural Week, consisting of an array of activities and demonstrations from many different cultures that help to educate students, staff, faculty, community members about other cultures, customs, traditions, and languages. The event demonstrated the importance of diversity and acceptance of other cultures. She also networked the event with the ethnic department and many cultural clubs from Western Washington University in Bellingham, Washington. And during her freshman year, she was the vice president of her class, a member of the United Diversity Club, a member of the Cooking Club, a member of the Rotary Club, a scorekeeper of the girls' volleyball team, her activities department helper of the SQ High School Activities Department, and played shortstop and third base positions with her junior varsity fast pitch softball team. During her sophomore year, she was a member of the United Diversity Club. She played shortstop and third base positions with her junior varsity fast pitch softball team. She was the member of the writing club during her junior year, being a superintendent student advisory council member of the Bellingham Public Schools for SQHS. She was the president of the United Diversity Club again. She was a Storm Soldier, which is the all sports cheer motivator. She was the founder coordinator of the Squalicum High School's Multicultural Week. She was the interview panel member of Bellingham's Public Schools interview panel for new principals. She played shortstop again, third base position for the fast pitch softball team, and the storm mentor to the underclassmen at her high school. She was the military child of the year for 2012 and 2013 for the United States Coast Guard, 5th place in the nation. She was a tutor for the Agana Heights Mayor's Office at the after-school summer program. She volunteered as a junior intern for the U.S. District Court of Guam. She also had the time to volunteer when she would come back to Guam at our office here at the 33rd Guam Legislature. She was a junior camp counselor with the Agana Heights Mayor's Office, Fun in the Sun Summer Camp. And I know that program's over 20-some years. Am I right, Mayor? She was a member of the Catholic Church Assumption Youth Group in Bellingham, Washington. She is a volunteer with the Sudden Valley Community Association in Bellingham and the member of the Guam Club of Seattle. She's a team member of Bellingham's Adult Softball Co-ed League, volunteer of the Northwest Hawaii Ohana Association Bellingham. She's a junior researcher, junior advocate of the kidney transplant site for the U.S. Territory Guam residents in Lacey, Washington. She's a member of the Soldiers Angels, providing aid and comfort to men and women of the United States military in San Antonio, Texas. She was a volunteer at the Whatcom County YMCA, Bellingham, Washington. She has personal project benefiting charity and community outreach, including overseas Christmas care packages for military service members. She made gifts, snacks, Christmas prayer cards for 20 military service members deployed overseas. That truly meant a lot. She also had Kiki's comforting scarves, where she gained, collected, and purchased scarves for women and children in need of extra comfort during winter. She baked 500 chocolate chip cookies with her mother to bring awareness of kids' cancer. She formed the Take Me to Guam, where America's Day begins social club sharing Guam's culture and customs. The list goes on. She formed the Kiki's Formal Closet, donating prom dresses, gowns, and shoes for her high school's Squawk-Licum boutique. She baked savory treats for Kiki's Baked Blessings to help people, families in need. Formed the Kiki's Closet, where she donated her clothes to people on Guam for those who wanted to buy it. Proceeds went to families in need. She strives to bring cultural knowledge to everyone as a way to foster peace, using the Multicultural Week as a tool for this goal. The week has been a major education event for the SQ High School United Diversity Club, traditionally, which is hosted each year. Keandra has reached out to the governor to provide support and assistance by providing Guam literature, posters, and photos for distribution. Keandra Marlaine McDonald is expected to graduate from Squawk-Licum High School in 2016. And I want to say, now therefore be it resolved that Imina Trentai Tresnalis Laturan Guam does hereby, on behalf of our people of Guam, recognize and commend Keandra Marlaine McDonald for her vast accomplishments, her community involvement, her contributions, and for being a true ambassador of Guam at her school in Bellingham, Washington, and does further extend an Dångkolo na si Diyos Masi to her and her commitment and dedication to sharing and promoting the beauty and culture of our island Guam to her school, her town, and the entire county where she lived in the state of Washington. And be it further that the Speaker certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption whereof, and that copies of the same thereafter be transmitted to Keandra Marlaine McDonald, to her parents, Christopher Flores and Stacy McDonald Flores, the mayor, the president of the Mayor's Council of Guam, President Mayor Paul McDonald and Elaine McDonald, her grandparents, to Joseph F. Borja and Elsie Kitchell Flores, her grandparents, to Martha and Franklin A. Santos, and her great-grandmother, Lucia McDonald, to Keith Satch, the principal of Squawk-Licum High School in Bellingham, Washington, and to the Honorable Edward J.B. Cabo in Magalan, Guam. And before I ask the Speaker to speak and say a few words, I'd like to extend the mic to Senator Michael St. Nicholas as Oversight Chair on Youth, and also sharing in his connection and, more importantly, what this beautiful young lady has done for our island, promoting tourism, promoting our beautiful island, and more importantly, as we celebrate liberation, 4 generations up here, the beauty of what she has done for our people of Guam. Senator Mike.
Thank you, Senator Tina. You know, as I was standing here listening to all of your accomplishments, I was standing there saying to myself, how old are you? You know, the list of everything that you've done at this point in your life, and just being a junior in high school, leaves us to look forward to so much more from you. And it really is a testament to your upbringing in a public servant household. Not only was your great-grandmother one of our survivors, but your grandpa's a mayor, your parents are, you know, very accomplished individuals, and then here you are representing Guam and being one of the top 1% in your high school and making the island's mark in a school that I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce exactly. But one thing that they're going to be able to remember and pronounce is Guam, and hopefully Timoru. And from what I understood when we were talking in the audience, also kamzu and coconut. And so it really is very touching to be able to share in this, and I'm very, very grateful that Senator Tina introduced this resolution, because while we have so much to be thankful for from the generations of your clan, this resolution is a symbol of how our younger generations are going to continue to carry the torch and going to continue to perpetuate the island and continue to improve the community. And so while we look forward to you continuing to promote Guam wherever you go, we also look forward to you coming home. So thank you all very much, and Senator Tina, thank you very much for this wonderful resolution. And Madam Speaker, please, we'll save the best for last.
I'm speechless. Maybe one word to describe this young lady's wow. You have, I consider you, of course, a child beyond your time. You're one of those where normally typical young girls like yourself have not even started to think about. And here you've accomplished so much at a very young age. And I just, want to say that we are truly proud of you. And we want to let the people of Guam know this, and to congratulate you, and to just present something that's so small token of what you've done, but it's definitely much appreciated by the members of the legislature who all co-sponsored this with the senator, to present this to you. And we've done a lot of resolution presentation, and many times we'll get one-pagers. But for a young girl like you to have 2 pages definitely speaks volumes of what you've done. And I'm really very proud to be able to present this to you, of course, in the presence of your grandmother and your grandparents. That you truly are an ambassador for Guam, and I hope you continue to do the work that you're doing. I know it's going to be 100 times better than what you've done. And I hope that one day you'll consider really coming home and, giving back to our own island people as well. So congratulations to you, and please accept this on behalf of the people of Guam, the 33rd Guam Legislature.
Great-grandmother.
Great-grandmother. Okay, let's take this away.
Let's take... I was going to ask, before we take photos, we don't normally do this, but the president of the Mayor's Council of Guam is here, ladies and gentlemen, and he is a proud grandfather, and I know he'd probably just come up and say a few words about your granddaughter.
My emotion, sorry. I'm so proud of my granddaughter. I don't know what to say. You guys said it all.
Thank you.
I'm trying to convince her to come home and live in Guam. And, yeah. But it's my pride and joy. But I love her so much, and thank you, everybody.
You're very welcome.
There's not one parent that can ask so much. I'm so proud of you, my baby. Thank you very much.
Yes. Let's take a photo between this. Come, family.